and we are actually going to keep this super short and sweet today, and just cover some basic stuff, end of month stuff, and then just kind of talk a little bit about June, and some other things, and then just like kind of dive into some combos and stuff. Anyway, hello everyone, happy Saturday, welcome. It's May 30th, end of month, y'all, and this month, like the jump in points, the jump in lives changed, and all of that from last week to this week is unreal. And a huge congratulations to everyone who is doing the things and having the conversations and showing up and doing the hard things that sometimes, the unglamorous things and the things that aren't always easy to do. And, being in the trenches and, especially if you have new coaches and new working coaches, and especially as, this team continues to grow, one thing that I think is important to do is to remain in the trenches and remain doing the key things that help you grow your personal business, leading from the front, doing those invites, jumping on power hours, committing to, spending time working your business, working through follow-ups, and then, just like I said, leading by example, leading from the front. It's very easy, and I did this for a little while, to jump into like management mode of your business, where you kind of just are putting most of your time into helping other people succeed. That's great. We should all be putting time into helping our new coaches grow and succeed, but also, and putting all of our time into helping our challengers succeed. But also it's important, especially as you're growing a business, to spend the time that you need to not only prioritize yourself and make sure that you are being a product of the product and leading by example for your challengers and your coaches as well, but spending the time growing your own business. I kind of took a year where I felt like I needed to redo everything and reinvent everything and come up with all these brand new systems and come up with all these brand new trainings and all these new this, that, and the other. And ultimately, I continue to go back to the absolute basics. And that's just literally the absolute basics. Show up, work out, as you have new coaches coming on, encouraging them to just do the basic things. Show up, show people that you're getting results, show people that this works, show people that it's a process, trust the process, but that nobody has to do anything crazy to get results. You don't have to do any fad diets. You just follow the program, follow the plans, it works. And then that goes for our businesses too, that we have a business activity tracker for a reason. We have daily vital behaviors for a reason, because we know that those are the ultimate building blocks to success in our business. And as you sit down, whether you're sitting down, for 15 minutes over lunch, or you're sitting down for 30 minutes after the kids go to bed, or you're getting up early in the morning to put in a little extra time, or you're blocking out time during the day, those things that build and grow your business are what are going to be key for you to focus on. So anyway, for the month of June, I am doing a new coach kickoff call Sunday night at 8 p.m. Central Time for any new coaches who are diving back in, people that want the accountability. And instead of creating a brand new fancy Facebook group with a whole bunch of trainings and assignments and things like that, I am moving solely to message thread accountability and just sending those documents that are important for people to have, and then just checking in regularly. So I think, as we know, challenge groups work for our challengers, whether you're using using a Facebook group or you're using the BOD groups app. We know that accountability works. And we also know that checking in with them privately works as well. I am putting together I have an old one, I just have to update it, a check-in, a Google form. I'm going to be using that for the health bet group for my people. I'm going to be sending that out to them just to fill out weekly. How was your week? Rate your week. What do you feel like you need help with? What are you struggling with? What are your challenges? And that can be a simple Google form. That can be a Google Doc. That can be an email, whatever. If that's something that seems like it speaks to you, great. If you need help with that, let me know. But just sending out that simple weekly check-in, I think, is really helpful for people. Same thing for coaches. What are you struggling with? What can I help you with? What are your goals for this week? What are your goals for this month? And just checking in with people regularly. So that is what I'm going to be implementing for the month of June, and basically from here on out. I don't know that, like I said, I don't know that having 100 different Facebook groups to check in is always ideal, especially if you're a new coach. Hi, welcome new coaches if you're listening to this recording. But as we know, like challengers will say, like, I can't find the group. I don't know what group I'm supposed to be in. Where should I be posting? And as we sign somebody up that's new, putting them in 15 different groups is extremely overwhelming. So back to basics, new coach email, we have that team handbook for a reason. Some of the links were funky in the final document, so I just updated it and put it back in the team page. The units in the team page, there's a bunch of valuable content in the units, so you can always defer people to that. And I am working on putting everything on a Google Drive folder for the team as well. Okay. So that being said, for the month of June, we also have the Dream Team Olympics coming up. And what that is basically, I talked a little bit about it in the team page. It's a health bet for your business. It's a $20 cash pot buy-in, and you can win money by hitting certain benchmarks throughout the month. So whether you're hitting Success Club 5, Success Club 10, you're rank advancing your business, you're helping coaches rank advance, but it's going to be like a team cup kind of theme too. But it's called Olympics for a reason, because we're teaming up and there's going to be different teams. And it's going to be like out of your comfort zone a little bit. So it's not going to be like everybody from our team is going to be on a team. It's like everybody's name goes in a hat, and then you're going to be with whoever, and then it's going to be like a team cup. So you're just staying accountable that way. For me, those groups always just make me level up a little bit more, because as we know, like when you financially invest in something, you're much more likely to commit and or stick to it. So that kicks off on the 1st. I will post about it again tomorrow if anyone has any questions about that. So the requirements are that you have had to hit Success Club this month, and you have to be an Emerald coach. So if you are not an Emerald coach, we can get there. We have 38 hours left in this month. So it's entirely possible. Y'all, I have done it. I have gone from 0 to 6 or 6 to 12 in the last day of the month. So it's honestly a matter of having those conversations, following up with people, reaching out, posting a lot. I mean, not a lot, not 100 times, 100 posts, but like showing up on your social media. So like if you haven't done a post for the FitBed yet, today is a great day to do one. Snap a sweaty selfie, talk about how this has changed you, talk about the goals that you've achieved. Do the same thing tomorrow, but different. Talk about how you have an amazing group that has helped you stay accountable. You have challengers getting results. Share transformations. Pop into your stories. I've posted a ton of things in the team page already to use for the health bet, for the fit bet, whatever we're calling it. I've shared stories. You can create your own. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. Don't have to be fancy. Sometimes you can just talk through a few stories and explain what it is, because sometimes people are like, okay, great, I love all these images, but like really, what am I signing up for? So be mindful of that, and speak that out into the world. I am an Emerald coach. I will hit Success Club this month. I am going to reach my goals. And trust me, like when you say those things, when you put that affirmation into your brain every day, when you give yourself that positive encouragement and give yourself a little grace, you know that those things are much more likely to happen, because if you believe it, you can achieve it. So that is coming around the bend for June. I'm patiently awaiting the Diamond Insider email to see what we're doing for June promos. As we know, this weekend is the last $20 off for the challenge packs. And usually they send that email. Let me just make sure I didn't get it this morning. And no,
it hasn't come yet. I've checked all morning.
I was going to say, I don't think it has come. But as soon as I know, I will pop in and share some things. But let me say this. This month isn't over yet. So it's not well, I'm just going to wait until next month to, scratch this month, start over next month. I push hard till the end of the month, every month, because chances are like somebody will find an excuse or a reason. I'm going to sign up on June 1st, I promise. And then June 1st comes around and their car broke down and they're like, you know what, I'm not going to sign up. Like or you're waiting for something to happen and then something throws a wrench in the plans all the time. So focus on the day, what you can accomplish today. If you are like out today, if you're, whatever it is, if you can't find the time, I get it. But if you're able to make a little time, or if you're, able to say, husband, like, give me 30 minutes. Can you like make sure the kids don't bother me? I've got to follow up with some messages and I really need to focus. Or, after the kids go to bed, spending a little extra time, just kind of tying up loose ends and getting things in place. And not, hesitating to reach out to those people who are liking and commenting on our posts. And I know we never want to seem spammy and we never want to seem salesy, but a lot of times those people that are popping up on your posts, popping up on your stories, they're watching you for a reason and they're engaging for a reason, because at some point they've been inspired to, and as you guys know, those of you that have been around and doing this for a little bit, like you have a conversation with somebody that has maybe liked or commented on your post or is popping up in your stories. And you're like, hey, I just wanted to say thanks for the love. It means a lot. This journey isn't easy, but I found that the accountability has made a world of difference. Have you ever thought about joining me? And then they say something like, oh my gosh, yes, like I wish I had the motivation, or I wish I had your drive, or I wish I had, and that's really where I've found a lot of those connections have become really wonderful, because you're inspiring someone, you're encouraging, you're motivating, whatever you're doing, but those people see you as that, that light, and they see you when you're popping up in your stories in the morning as you're working out. And a lot of times it is that, like, I wish I had the community. I wish I had the motivation. I wish I could do what you were doing. So go in, to those posts from the last few days. If you haven't done that in a while, go into those stories from the last 24 hours, send out, 3 messages, send out 5 messages. Melissa did a video in our challenge group the other day about, can I do one more? And that, not just like, talking about like doing push-ups, like, can I just do one more? Like she was talking about like folding the clothes, like, can I just fold one more thing? Can I just do one more thing? And the dishes, like, can I just do one more dish? And how those little, like, just like the book, The Compound Effect, how those little tiny things can ultimately add up and not only just make you feel that much more accomplished, but it can make a world of difference in your business. What if you send just one more invite? And that's the person that's like, thank you, Jesus. I have needed something in my life that has given me hope, or that has, given me the opportunity to like lose 20 pounds and make me feel confident again, or whatever it is, that community that somebody needs because they feel desperately alone. And that's where we take the selfishness out of inviting and say, you know what, it's not about me. it's about who I can help. It's about them. It's about how can I help somebody transform their life, find this and feel completely amazing, and not just physically, but mentally as well. All right. So I don't have the leaderboards completely done, but I just wanted to share this real quick from this last week. And can you guys see my screen? Yeah, okay. We have gone from like 33 to 55 lives changed in a week, which is unbelievable, you guys. Like, and this isn't even updated. Like, this was yesterday, because this has grown even more so from then. But I just am completely blown away. And I know, you guys are too. Like, you're having conversations, you're seeing results, people are responding. Like, this has been a really, really good, really good, like, month. I think people are, the world is starting to open back up again. And like, people are like, oh my gosh, I want to get my life back. Like, I want to feel good. Summer is coming. I want to feel good for summer. And it's just a really, interesting time, to say the least, but this is amazing. So go team. Very, very excited for everyone who is showing up, who is doing the things, and just rocking your biz. So congrats all to whoever is on the leaderboards, and again, everybody who is behind the scenes, working, hustling, showing up, working on yourself, and getting yourself results. I think that is truly what counts. Hi, thanks. That's amazing. Thank you. All right, so I'll get these finished and I'll get them up. What? Oh. All right. Does anybody have any questions? Anything you want to share? Any victories from this last week? Anybody that you want to shout out? Anything like that? Anything you're struggling with?
I hit Success Club 10 for the first time ever in my whole life. So
you did. Yeah, you did. And Melissa, you got your emerald back, which is also exciting too. So congrats, lady. Yeah, go look at Melissa's posts and stuff. I just love you, girl. Like, you just are so, like, just real, and you just know BS, and like, I think that comes through in your posts, and you're just awesome. So thanks for being you. And
you're welcome.
Yeah. All right. Anybody else? Okay, so real quick on the FitBed, and then I'm gonna just pop off because I think we've all got stuff to do today, and anybody that wants to spend a little time working and hustling, I'm just gonna like pass the torch. But the FitBed, so we know, is kicking off on Monday. I do have a bunch of documents in the team page, and as far as the group goes, nothing drastically different from what we've always done in the past. Having people submit their $10 to the pot. I think the pot is well over 200 now. And we are going to close out enrollment on Sunday the 7th. So this week I did put a link to a Facebook group in the Health Bet Rules document. So there is a Facebook group in there. You don't have to join it. You don't have to put your people into it. You certainly can. I'm not going to do anything too crazy with that group. I am going to do, Saturday weekly check-ins. And this week I have a scheduled like prep week. So that's just going to be walking them through nutrition, meal planning, getting started right, all that stuff. and then really like officially kicking off on the 8th. So we know that shipping is still a little bit of a delay. There's still like a 7 to 10 business day on shipping. So just as you're enrolling people, a reminder to, you know, just keep an eye on your orders and your tracking, and that it's, you know, we're doing our best and hopefully getting those orders out within 7 to 10 days. And sometimes if you go into my orders and you click on, you know, whatever your order is, you can click on the details, and you can click on tracking. Sometimes the tracking number doesn't load. So I like for a couple of our orders this last month, we never had a tracking number, but then like Luke got a confirmation that like your order has shipped. And then same thing, like didn't have a tracking number, or like the tracking number was funky. And then all of a sudden it was here and we were like, oh, okay, well, so just give people a heads up that sometimes that works in the back office, sometimes it doesn't. So, but a 7 to 10 day should be about here. I know that that people are, you know, if I don't have everything, I don't want to start yet. And I get that. Like I get the, you know, that you want to have everything in place and your meal prep and your shakes and all that stuff. But there's a reason why we're doing a prep week, and it's to kind of just get people familiar. Now, of course, if you are working on enrolling people all the way through the 7th of the month into that FitBed, then just let them know, like, you don't have to have your Shakeology to have a day one. Like, you don't have to have your performance supplements to start working out. Encouraging people to have protein after their workout within, you know, 30 to 60 minutes, having some source of protein to help ease muscle soreness. And then just, you know, that, and if you have things, you know, if you have things at your house, if you have samples, if you're going to the post office, you know, popping a sample or something in the mail for somebody can really make a big difference too. And we do know that mixed berry is now out and has shipped, and those who have ordered are receiving it. I got mine yesterday. I love it. It is amazing. I will just, I think I am 100% all in on mixed berry, and I'm going to I'll probably keep both berry and lemon, but I was going to mix them together today and I forgot. I might have to do that today at some point. But it's delicious. I did order stick packs too, which I plan to send out to all my new challengers who have enrolled. And then anyone who wants to purchase a stick pack, I will do for like $3. Is that like fair? $3 to send out a stick pack, and then pop that in the mail. Be cautious though. I've sent them in like little, like, you know, just like with a note card and like in an envelope like this. And I had somebody who said it exploded in the mail, like all over their envelope. So I am now putting them in like bubble mailers, just to be safe. And
you can also write on your envelope, you can write hand cancel, and then they won't send it through the machine, which is why it ends up getting popped.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So if you write the words hand cancel somewhere on your envelope, they'll do it by hand instead of sending it through.
Oh, okay. Sweet.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's that option too. Anyway, and then we are just working through a summer group. Just our regular accountability group will be a summer squad, summer strong squad. If you're using Mompreneur, you've seen those things come through already. Nothing fancy about that. We know that summer is on the 20th of this month, Father's Day on the 21st. And then in July, we will be gearing up for MBF launch. So I am so excited for that. I cannot wait. So that is coming toward the end of July. VIP early access is on July 27th. So so we'll have some more things coming around the bend for the month of July. As soon as the Diamond Insider comes out, I will shoot out some details to everyone, and we'll go from there. So Dream Team Olympics, do it if you're not yet. I strongly encourage you to do it. And yeah, new Coach Kickoff Sunday night. if anybody needs a new coach call or has coaches that are interested, also an option. And then I'm just going to roll people into a message thread for like a June success pod, and put working coaches in there who are, you know, working their biz, and then also new coach pod as well. So anybody have anything else? All right, y'all. Well, happy Saturday, you guys. Have a wonderful weekend. Thanks for taking the time to jump on, and enjoy yourselves. Bye.